They're just about set. 21.90. Green light is up and they're away. Jemson's Pet was eased at the start. Speed from on the inside, A Better Secret, and now Vintage Blue is pulling its way forward, and One Big Shoe's on the outside of it. Vintage Blue's desperately being tried to be restrained. It's going to eventually allow One Big Shoe to get to the front. So single file formation as they pass the stables turn, and One Big Shoe leads from Vintage Blue. A Better Secret settles down in third, and Holstein is 4 back to pegs from Shami. And Jemson's Pet has gone back to the rear of the field after being eased from barrier 6. Single file, and the brakes have just started to be tapped with One Big Shoe. Stacks them up in front, and as they head towards the mile pole, leads out by just on a length. On in second, Vintage Blue, who's keen to run and now slides away from the peg line for the retake and is about to go to the front. So Vintage Blue takes over now from One Big Shoe, and from the back, taking off with Jemson's Pet is going around the outside to get into the fight. 3 the pegs was A Better Secret. Holstein's on its helmet, and Shami's been relegated to the rear of the field. Vintage Blue is still pulling double time and is now trying to be restrained once again, as sliding forward was Jemson's Pet. And Jemson's Pet will go from last to first as they come past the 1200 metre mark. Goes to the lead now and takes over from Vintage Blue, who's second again. And One Big Shoe is now 3 the pegs. On its back was A Better Secret, followed up by Holstein, who's second to last. And Shami's at the rear of the field and about 25 off the front. Past the winning post, Judge and the Bell. They head to the stables turn, and Jemson's Pet just starts to increase the speed. It leads a neat length on Vintage Blue, who have use of the Saddle World Shepparton sprint lane at about 600 metres time. 3 the pegs was One Big Shoe. Then came A Better Secret, yet to do any work in the run, from Holstein on its back, and Shami's at the rear of the field. Pace goes on. Jemson's Pet starts to stretch their necks down the back. 6.50 to go. Just over a length in front of Vintage Blue. 3 the pegs, One Big Shoe. Holstein's taken off the peg line from second last, gets around A Better Secret, and Shami straight onto its back at the rear of the field. Off the back, 4.50 left to travel, and the leader was Jemson's Pet from A Vintage Blue, who travels a bit kinder now in the trail. Around the outside, One Big Shoe comes out into the running line, so Holstein gets the trail. A Better Secret stayed on the peg line, and Shami's at the rear of the field. 2.25 left to travel around the turn. Jemson's Pet asks for the supreme effort. One Big Shoe's on the outside, looming large, goes up to take the lead, back to the inside, and coming through was Vintage Blue. Further out, A Better Secret, but One Big Shoe. Vintage Blue's late on the inside. One Big Shoe's too good. Wins it over Jemson's Pet just ahead of Vintage Blue. Naught between them at the end, and A Better Secret getting out late has rattled home. Clear from Holstein, and Shami's at the rear of the field, but saw them all safely home.